Me, 28 male, moving to new city, bought house with fiancée, 26 female. She's decided she's not coming. I'm kind of lost and could use some advice. My fiancée, who I'll call Sarah, and I have been together for 3 years, engaged for 2 months. I thought we had a solid, happy relationship. No major fights, just good vibes. We haven't started wedding planning much, just enjoying the engagement. I recently got a dream job offer that tripled my salary and aligned with my career goals. It's on the East Coast, and Sarah's always talked about wanting to live there. So when I brought it up, she was thrilled. The job means we can afford for her to pursue her hobby full-time, which she was super excited about. We found a house, bought it together, and she was all in, planning layouts, picking paint colors on Pinterest, the works. She seemed genuinely pumped. The plan was to fly out together on June 29th to paint the house and prep for the movers arriving July 7th. Last minute, Sarah said she'd stay behind to oversee the movers. I flew back home on July 4th, and we were supposed to drive east together on the 5th with our ATV and boat since the movers wouldn't take them. She changed her mind again, saying the drive was too long, and decided to fly out yesterday, Sunday. I booked her a midnight flight, but when I was about to head to the airport, she texted, "I'm not coming. I'm so sorry." I called, and she said she doesn't want to move anymore but can't explain why. Not like she's hiding something, but she doesn't know what's holding her back. She said she needs space and hung up. I'm stunned. There were no signs. She was having doubts. All her stuff is here, clothes, laptop, everything. So I don't think this was planned. Maybe she's scared, but she says that's not it. I started my new job today, so I can't just fly back to figure this out. Should I try to convince her to come? I don't want to pressure her. She's her own person. But I'm worried I missed something. I thought I was careful, checking in to make sure she wanted this move. She was so excited, planning every detail. Did I mess up somehow? Any advice on how to approach this would help, especially since we own the house together, which complicates things if we break up. Hey everyone, I'm going through your comments on my post, and I really appreciate the perspectives. Let's read some of these together, and I'll share my thoughts. Comment, don't try to convince her. If you push and fail, it'll be awkward. If you succeed, she might resent you for pressuring her. Since her stuff is already there, this probably wasn't planned. Either she'll decide to come on her own, or she'll want her things back. For now, organize her stuff in one place, like a spare room. But don't offer to send it. Let her figure that out. Also, if you're both on the house deed, get her name off ASAP. Co-owning with someone who's not committed is a nightmare waiting to happen. I can share my own horror story if you need. OP responds, "Thanks for the advice. I hadn't thought about how pushing her could backfire. I'll start boxing up her stuff to keep it separate. The house deed thing scares me. We're both on it, and I don't want legal drama. I just don't know how long to wait for her to decide before I start looking into that. Any tips on timing?" Comment 2. Give her 2 weeks to make up her mind. Tell her you need a clear answer by then. Either she's coming, or you need to sort out the house. If you want to keep it, ask her to sign over her share. Might be called a deed of partition where you are. Check with a lawyer. If she didn't put money into the purchase, she has no claim to equity now. But the longer her name's on the deed, the messier it gets. If she did contribute, you'll likely need to buy her out based on her share. OP responds, 2 weeks feels fair. I do want to keep the house. It's perfect for my new job. Sarah didn't contribute to the down payment, so hopefully that simplifies things. But I'll talk to a lawyer to be safe. Thanks for the clear steps. Comment 3. This sounds like cold feet, maybe from the big life changes. New city, new job, engagement. She might be overwhelmed. Don't try to fix it for her, but check in gently. Ask open-ended questions like, "What's on your mind?" and give her space to open up. If she's still distant, protect yourself with the house situation. Get legal advice now, not later. OP responds, "Cold feet makes sense. It's a lot at once. I've been trying to call, but she's not ready to talk. I'll try texting something gentle like you suggested. I'm kicking myself for not seeing this coming. I'll look into a lawyer for the house stuff too. Thanks." Comment 3. Her bailing like this is a red flag. You sound like you were super careful, so I doubt you did anything wrong. But her not communicating is a problem, especially with a house and engagement on the line. Don't beg her to come. Give her space, but set a deadline for answers. If she can't explain herself soon, you need to think about whether this relationship is sustainable. UP responds, "Yeah, the lack of communication is throwing me. I thought we were so open with each other. I won't beg, but I'm struggling with how to balance giving her space and needing answers. A deadline feels like the right move. Thanks for the reality check. Update. 3 days later. Thanks for all the advice, everyone. I've got a happy update, but it comes with some complications. Sarah showed up at my new job yesterday to surprise me, and she's staying here on the East Coast. Turns out she's pregnant. It wasn't planned, and she's known for about 2 months. She was scared to go through pregnancy and have the baby without her mom nearby, which is why she kept delaying the move. On Monday, she finally told her mom, who reassured her, bought her a plane ticket, and sent her out here. We're thrilled about the baby, but I'm still processing that she kept this from me for 2 months and only told me yesterday. It's a lot to take in with the move, my new job, her quitting hers, our engagement, and now a pregnancy. It was just too much for her, and I think the stress overwhelmed her. She's settling in now, but we clearly have communication issues to work on. Any advice on how to make this transition easier for her and us would be great. Hey everyone, I'm reading your comments on my update, and I'm so grateful for the support. Let's go through some of these, and I'll share where my head's at. Comment 1. Congrats on the baby and Sarah coming around. But her hiding the pregnancy for 2 months is a big deal. I suggest premarital counseling. It's common for engaged couples and can help you both communicate better. Frame it as a positive step for your future, not fixing her. It'll help prevent resentment over her keeping secrets. OP responds, "Thanks for the congrats. Premarital counseling is a great idea. I hadn't thought of that. I like the idea of framing it as something we do together for our future. I don't want any lingering issues to fester, especially with a baby on the way. I'll bring it up with Sarah. Appreciate it." Comment 2. Wow, that's a lot to handle. New job, move, baby, engagement. To ease her stress, can you simplify things? Maybe postpone the wedding or do a courthouse ceremony to take pressure off. Also, can she afford to not work for a bit? A budget might help her feel secure. Congrats, but definitely work on communication. OP responds, "You're right, it's a ton at once." Sarah actually suggested postponing the wedding or doing a courthouse thing, so we're leaning toward that to keep things simple. She doesn't need to work right now. My job covers us, so that should help. We'll sit down and look at a budget too. Thanks for the practical tips. Comment 3. Congrats on the baby, but make sure Sarah's really okay with postponing the wedding. Being an unmarried stay-at-home mom can feel vulnerable, especially with her stress and hormones. Her hiding the pregnancy suggests she's struggling. Reassure her you're committed, and don't brush off the communication issue. OP responds, "Good point about checking in." Sarah brought up delaying the wedding herself, but I'll make sure she's truly okay with it and not just saying that. I've been telling her I'm all in, but I'll keep reassuring her. The communication thing is definitely a concern. We need to address it. Thanks for the advice. Hit that subscribe button for more juicy Reddit-style stories.